Let's get this all situated. Get a little test here. See if I can hear my sir. There we go. Cool. So today, I was just reading a little bit. Apparently, there's a cube by David McDarby. It's the Live the Dream cube. I'm trying to think of. I was just like taking a quick look through the archetypes and whatnot, and figured I'd try starting off by playing it. So blue-red big spells, white-black life manipulation, green-white populates, red-green big mid-range, black-red madness, blue-black ninja, white-blue blink, and the 5-color dream. All right. Well, let's go ahead and see what this is all about. We're going to start off with the Live the Dream cube. So in our opener, we've got Scavenging Ooze, Gazella Broken Blade, Imperial Recruiter, Field of the Dead. I suspect Field of the Dead might be kind of fun. We'll just like take all of the non-basic lands we can find. There's got to be some land shenanigans if you've got a Field of the Dead in the cube. Let's start with Field of the Dead. I have no idea what I'm doing. Drinking a little bit of a potion here. Oh, I forgot to announce to the Discord that I'm going live. Alright, next pack. What do we got? Scalding Tarn. Finale of Devastation. Sheoldred. Avacyn's Judgment. Thing is, I actually know most of these cards. I just don't know what the best pick for me is. I'm imagining it's Scalding Tarn. We would like, probably like landfall triggers if we're going to be playing Field of the Dead. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start by picking some non-basic lands and see where that goes. Alright. So we've got Combustible Gearhulk. That's fun. Sword of the Animist. Let's see, Prophet of Krufix. Maelstrom Archangel. I guess we just gotta go the 5-color Dream then. Right? Playing a 5-color deck with a colorless land? That seems like what most people would not call reasonable. Prophet of Krufix is also very good. Simic is a good color set to base around when you're trying to do a lot of colors, because then you get card draw and color fixing generally. I'm going to take Maelstrom Archangel, because I like Maelstrom Archangel. And we're just going to see what's going to happen here. So we got Expropriate. Oh, good to see you, Orfeo. How's it going? I do remember you, but I don't remember your username off the top of your head. How you go? Off the top of my head. How's it going? I'm gonna take Rootbound Crag. We have to focus on mana, like land, actual land color fixing. Otherwise, I would take Signet. If we're gonna try and go 5 colors here. Oh, I'm on the wrong green screen. Everybody should be able to see the chat on screen now. My bad. Alright, we've got Oblivion Stone, Jaya Ballard, Been dreary, but well, I'm glad that I helped, man. You got to take what you can get nowadays with all the zaniness that's going on. I think I'm going to take Nexus of Fate. It's a powerful extra turn spell, gives us some like ultimate late game ability. There's no fixing in this pack at all. Okay. I still really don't know what I'm doing or what I'm centering on. I'm just trying to pick things that are powerful and focusing on mana fixing right now. Scalding Tarn can fetch irrigated farmland. I think I'm going to take the irrigated farmland. I do want... I'm a powerful extra turn spell. I mean, maybe. Good to see you, Joest. How's it going? Yeah? Well, it's a new cube, right? I scanned through the brief list of archetypes and saw that 5-color Dream was one of them. And so I was like, I know what I'm doing. Inspired Ultimatum seems kind of fun. What is Knowledge Exploitation? Search target opponent's library for an instant or sorcery, and then you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Spitting Image. Create a token that's a copy of target creature with retrace. Waiting for... Oh, okay, I see. That's fair. I think Blooming Marsh, while it is good fixing, maybe we're going to try and center... No, I should take Blooming Marsh. Inspired Ultimatum's good, but it's not, like, amazing. Sun Petal Grove. Man, I am not used to... I'm actually, like, having trouble because of all of these, like, random... Like this is not Yadaro to me right now because of the way the text is. I've never seen this card before, even though it's Yadaro, and I know what Yadaro is and does. Yeah, we're just going to take the Sun Petal Grove. We could take Hero of Precinct 1, actually. Since I suspect we'll be playing a lot of multicolor. Yeah, we'll take Hero. Okay, Burnished Heart is good, but only if we have a lot of basics, and I doubt we're going to have more than like 1 or 2 of each basic. Street Wraith Cycles, we're probably not flickering. Gisela has Flying, First Strike, and Lifelink. And I know for a fact I'm going to be playing some amount of white. Burnished Heart does ramp. It does ramp. It is kind of expensive, though. I think it's fair. I'll probably take any and all fixing I can get. Avacyn's Judgment. Deals 2 damage as you choose, divided amongst any number of targets. And if you discard it, it's a fireball. No multicolor. Well, I mean, there's Nyx Weaver, right? I could take Nyx Weaver. I don't want to be milling myself, though. I'm going to take Kitesail Freebooter. I feel like that's probably the best bet for me right now. Dominate seems powerful, and blue is one of the colors I'm considering playing doubles of already. It's either that or I take, like, Fight with Fire. Eternal Witness isn't bad, but we only have 1 fetch land. We should probably be avoiding double cost cards, so I'm going to take Fight with Fire. It's Wednesday night, who's drunk? Welcome, Six Sigma, I'm drinking. Not a ton, but I am drinking. We got Riku of 2 Reflections. That seems fun. Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid double cost cards as much as possible. Nexus is a little bit on the, oh god, triple cost? We'll take O-Stone. Oh man, Praetor's Grasp. I love playing this card in EDH. We're taking Chain Lightning, though. And an Inspired Ultimatum. I've been trying to think of a good dynamic duo that describes you guys, and it has been completely and utterly frustrating me. What the hell is this card? Elemental Dinosaur. Whenever you cast your first instant each turn, if it's tapped, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Whenever you copy a spell, an instant spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. Conclave Exile. When it enters the battlefield, make a 4/4 Rhino with Trample, and then populate. I think I gotta go Triome. Swamp, Forest, Island. That's fetchable with Scalding Tarn. There's like so many cards I do not know right now. It's a little overwhelming. Taiga is fantastic. I will take Taiga. Chromanticore. Oh, I don't know if we can play a 5-color deck without taking Chromanticore. I mean, theoretically, this wheels, right? But yeah, I gotta take the Taiga here. What is this draft format? This is the 5-color Live the Dream cube. There's a bunch of 2-color archetypes, but you can live the dream and draft 5 colors. And honestly, it's really overwhelming. I'm trying to stay like blue, green, and red primarily, with a little bit of white. I think Cathartic Reunion, Compass. You're thinking Compass? It's good because it does fix, and it is slow. If this format is as slow as I imagine it is, this is probably fantastic. The only problem is I don't see us playing that many basics, because we are going to be playing 5 colors. I'll still take it, though. Gilded Goose is 5-color fixing, but we do have another Triome. And I think the Triomes are too good to pass. He's, for the Modern Horizon stuff, he's the guy that told me about the Cogwork Assembler combo. And this is his first time tuning in live, Six Sigma. Yeah, I'm definitely going Triome here. We got a Field of the Dead. We're playing, ouch. Forgive Six Sigma. He's usually a little aggressive. Having one of each basic is still 5 lands of different names. That's true, and that is the plan. Ooh, Grand Coliseum is a card you do not see that often. Produces one of any color or colorless. There's Brash Taunter. Generous Gift, Jared, Rankle. What does Karlov do? Whenever you gain life. Sissy! Weatherlight Captain. Search your library for a legendary permanent card. We have Riku. That's it, though. Yeah, we gotta go Grand Coliseum. Straight up Rainbow Land. Ooh, Yarok. Permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger. That triggers an additional time. Coffin Queen. I think the correct pick is to take Scrubland, but I want to take Yarok. Or like Prophetic Bolt. I think we just keep picking fixing until we can play anything possible. Right now I'm kind of looking for another fetch land, because we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fetchable lands with types right now. This is going to be one zany deck. I might not even cast anything. Alright, Moto, I got the new pack noise. Where's my new pack? Did you get a superhero answered? No. I tell you what. Y'all are like... Y'all are like Daredevil and Ghost Rider. You're in the same area of the country. You're loosely confederated doing stuff. And, very unique in your own ways. I'm trying to keep it Marvel as much as possible. I was gonna say Spider-Man for one of you, but then that would be showing clear favoritism. I want to make that clear. I've not said Spider-Man for anybody yet. All right, we have an isolated chapel, but we don't have that many white and black cards. Oh, there's 4 mana Kaya. What does she do? Exile her or up to 1 target creature. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you lose 2 life. That's weird. Each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Each opponent discards a card, and you draw a card. Yeah, Daredevil and Ghost Rider is what I said. Doctor Strange? If only I took Yarok. Yeah, no kidding. Anji, Falconwrath, haste, discard a card, draw a card. Gosh. I'm going to take Blessed Alliance. We're definitely controlling, and I definitely want to have a card like Blessed Alliance. Niv Mizzet. Oh no, Niv Mizzet and Fiery Confluence. The card that has won me the most limited games ever. This is tough. We don't have that many 2-color cards. Niv Mizzet doesn't actually get us that many things. It's just a 5-color hard-to-cast dragon. That's exactly 2 of those colors. I've got to go either Dragon Skull Summit or Fiery Confluence then. Izoni, we don't have a lot of creatures for. Faithmender's kind of hilarious, but Migration Path is excellent ramp. I'm going to take Fiery Confluence. I don't know that it's going to be as good here, but I'm going to play it. I love that card. Gired, Conclave Exile, attacks, populates, Naya colored. Calamax the Stormsire. This is very instant heavy, and we actually don't have that many instants. Basically, all the spells we have right now are sorceries. I'm going to go with the Conclave Exile. Woo! Chromanticore Wield! 5-color Dream! What does the white Confluence do? Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Make knights, exile enchantments, or gain life. That's boring. Chromanticore all the way. Cathartic Reunion can actually get us to some of our bigger spells by throwing away stuff we don't need. Erebos' Intervention's also not bad. It can kill things while gaining life. And we're kind of in the stall deck, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to take Erebos' Intervention. Apocalypse Hydra. Enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters. If X is 5 or more, it enters the battlefield with X additional counters. Okay. Surly Badgersaur. I'll take the Hydra. We don't really have any ramp, but, like, it's a big dude. Generous Gift can answer any permanent. We don't have a lot of creatures that share creature types. Bolas' Citadel would let us cast more spells, but, like, it's triple black. Oh, no worries, Orfeo. It's fine. Gamble is a 1-mana tutor. I guess that's slightly more playable than the alternative. Oh gosh, okay. So Exotic Orchard is an untapped land that will fix for us because we're playing like every color. There's also a Hallowed Fountain, which is another fetchable land with Scalding Tarn. We don't... I guess we do have kind of a lot of white spells. I feel like Temple of Epiphany is a better land, except for the fact that it enters tapped. I'm going to take Exotic Orchard. I think having untapped lands is going to be kind of a premium here because we already have so many tap lands as it is. Oh, actually, Dryad of the Elysian Grove. That's way better. That's way better than everything I just said. This is ramp and fixing all in one. Which sucks, because I do want these other lands. And I wouldn't mind like a Dig Through Time or something too, but Dryad, I think, is going to be the best for us right now. Coalition Victory. You win the game if you control a land of each basic land type, see Dryad of the Elysian Grove, and a creature of each color, see Maelstrom Archangel, Chromanticore. Like, ugh. I want to try it. I don't think it's good. It's 8 mana for an effect that says win the game. I think I gotta go City of Brass. If anything, that's gonna wheel. So, City of Brass it is. Chromatic Orrery. Here we go. Oh, and there's a fetch land. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. There's a fetch land, though. We need the fetch land. Yeah, we gotta go fetch land here. Especially a green one. Green and blue. Ugh. Alright, we got Part the Water Veil. Firemind Vessel. Firemind Vessel is ramp that is also fixing. And it's really good ramp, too. That can help us cast so many of our spells. I think we gotta take the Firemind Vessel. Itali is kind of nice. Mirror March is hilarious. Ralzeric and Part the Water Veil are fantastic as well, but Firemind Vessel is just... it's too good for us to pass. Okay, we've got Volcanic Island. It's fantastic fixing. Rixmati Reveler. Yeah, we're gonna go with the fixing. We're not at 16 non-basics yet, so okay. Kess Dissident Mage. Brago. We don't really have a lot of things that are good to blink. Helm of the Host is kind of funny. Hinterland Harbor. Sensor Genesis. Rolling Earthquake is a board wipe. I think we're a little heavy red, so this is probably fine. I think we take the Rolling Earthquake. Raw Storm Conduit. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Zaxara the Exemplary. Add 2 mana of any one color. Whenever you cast a spell with X in its mana cost, make a Hydra creature that's that big. Godzilla. King of Monsters. Seed Guardian. I think we gotta go Triome. Hey, T-Rex, how's it going? We are playing a very absurd and silly limited format right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Triome. Okay, Chandra is good. Chaos Warp is excellent removal. Sarah the Benevolent, Dawnbringer. Offspring's Revenge is kind of funny. I think we gotta go Chaos Warp. I think that's too good to pass. Tristani's too hard to cast. Expansion Explosion's funny. We'll just go with the land. What am I gonna add? Choose what deck for points? Oh shoot. I'll have to do that soon. Six Sigma, can you message me in Discord and remind me to do that? Or Joest or whoever is just most available. That would be much appreciated because T-Rex has got a point and that's something that I do want to add and I keep forgetting. Ignite the Future. Oh, they T-Rex mentioned that they want to add as a reward, choose what deck I'm gonna play for points. Live the dream, drink the cream. What the I don't know if I agree with that. I'm gonna take a blood crypt. Um Yeah, we're gonna take the blood crypt. Raul Zarek, because I love him. Angelic Ascension technically is a spell. Spite Bellows is the same way, and Nab. Alright, I have no idea what I'm playing. My chat has been popping with the weird. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So we have to cut 5 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Compass because it flips into a colorless land. I know it's Maze of Ith, and I know it's fantastic. I play it in Battle of Wits, but like I don't think this is the deck for it. Naheb, the Eternal. I actually think the Jeskai Ultimatum is castable. Why do I only stream on Wednesdays? I have way too many things going on in my life, and I really, really need to cut some things out of them. I lift twice a week. I'm busy on the weekends with family things. I have a 9 to 5 job. You know, the whole 5 days of the week. So life gets a little tough sometimes. But Wednesday, like the Wednesday evening, is the slot that I have open. That I'm able to make stream times happen. I group creatures separately. Let me look at what the hell's going on here. I don't like it. Okay, Angelic Ascension I'm going to cut because we don't have too many of our own creatures we can hit. Is it Chemister? All right, Jawest. Sacrifice it, cast any number of cards exiled with it without paying their mana cost. We don't actually have that many like early ways to get stuff into the grave. That's definitely for the blue-red big spells deck. All right, combine. Well, the very first pick of this league, I picked Field of the Dead. And so that was the plan, was like I want to play as many lands with different names as possible. Oh, Heart is very bad now, you are correct. Hang on, I have an idea. Add basic lands, suggest lands. Let me take a look at what we're dealing with here. So red is our primary color, followed by white, technically, and then green, and then blue, and then black. So Zagoth Triome instead of a swamp, Taiga instead of a mountain, Savai Triome. You know what? This is too hard. Get all these basics out of here. We're just running the non-basics. And I'm going to look at the... there should be a way to look at the, like, colors your mana base can produce. I'm going to add a mountain. No, I'm going to add an island. I'm going to add an island because both of the fetch lands can fetch that island. Save deck. No. Edit deck. Isn't there a way to... There should be a way to look at the mana symbols. Properties. Here we go. Analysis. Colored mana symbols. Red, then white, then blue, then green, then black. Okay. You know what? I don't even care about the mana base. Let's do this. Round 1, let's go. 5-color dream! I'm gonna get savagely wrecked because my lands are all wrong, aren't I? Maybe not. Alright, I can keep this. This is a turn 3 Apocalypse Hydra for 1. Okay. Start by playing Triome tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent started Seaside Citadel. Play a Taiga. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Fibblethip the Lost. We draw a Generous Gift, which I really want to blow up their land here. That's a 3-color land. I'm gonna do that on their upkeep. If we draw a land, we can Rolling Earthquake it away. Apparently, even though that Taiga tapped, it didn't tap. Alright. We turn that Citadel into an elephant. And my opponent appears to be on mono blue. I am very scared. Please let me draw an untapped land. Magic Gods. Magic Gods, why? Let's see. We're gonna wait one turn. This gets way weirder when both of us are... Oh my god. You guys are like the HR department. I'm constantly being heckled by my HR department. That's like the equivalent of being like, I need an adult, and you guys are like, we are adults. Blessed Alliance. Alright. That can gain me some life. I'm playing 17 lands, just let me draw a land, please. Gentleman in the streets, freak in the streams. Oh, man. I'm worried about how weird my chat's gonna get. Alright, opponent plays a tap land. Okay, embrace the weird. I'm gonna gain life mode. I wish I could 2-mode this. Untap. Hero of Precinct 1. Play hero. Pass the turn. Calm it down and get too rowdy. There's a line that we don't cross too often. That's fair. I will let you know if I'm ever like, alright guys, we need to calm it down. I will let you know. Alright, opponent plays a Signet. Opponent is very firmly in the blue-white colors. So we take 5. Might have crossed it once. No, maybe. You made me laugh pretty hard. It was a little awkward, but you made me laugh pretty hard, so it's fair. Okay, I guess I've got no choice now but to Rolling Earthquake for 2. I can't, like, not do this, I guess. I was trying to get greedy, but, like, we had so many opportunities. Does that just exile? Oh, until an opponent becomes the monarch. Well, then. I think I'm dead, because I don't have anything I can cast. Yep. Alright, game 2. I want to be clear that our colors have been over fine that game. We just didn't have enough lands. Yeah, and generally, I do not mind jokes at my expense. I think that's what half of our in-jokes are built upon, is jokes at my expense. I don't feel like a real content creator without memes being made at my expense. Alright, we've got Swamp Forest Island, Rootbound Crag, and Temple of Epiphany. This hand looks a little better. We have 2 spells we can cast, and we get a scry off of Temple of Epiphany to start. So, we're going to try that. Give him the old Scry 1. Hero of Precinct 1's got to go to the bottom. We're not going to be able to cast that anytime soon. Okay, opponent plays their own tap land. We draw Maelstrom Archangel. Play the Triome, pass the turn. Charming Prince, probably Scry mode. Alright, opponent gets to Scry. We untap. We draw Generous Gift. We can't cast it, though. So I'm going to play an Oblivion Stone, just so we have that available. Really hoping we draw lands. I think that's the biggest problem that this deck is going to have. Opponent Banishing Lights, Oblivion Stone. We draw Apocalypse Hydra. So put Hydra on 1. Which is relatively anemic, but that's what we got. Little teeny tiny Hydra. It's like the size of a rabbit. Opponent is playing Oblivion Ring Tribal. I'm a little annoyed. They get in for 2, take us to 16. We untap and draw Ral Zarek, yet again not a land. I'm just about ready to Chaos Warp my own land. Alright, pass the turn. We'll leave up Chaos Warp and Generous Gift, see what happens. Opponent plays an island, goes to combat, attacks for 2. Take 2. Venser. They're going to flicker Charming Prince. You know what? I am going to Chaos Warp my own land. It's a scrub land. Jawest is watching me on multiple time streams. We draw an Erebos' Intervention, which I'm just going to cast now. No, I'm not going to do that, actually. I'm going to wait, because if my opponent targets it with Venser again, at the very least, we can prevent them from getting the actual flicker value. They can't just play something else and flicker it. They get in for 2. We go to 12. Opponent plays a Cloud Blazer. I gain 2 and draw 2. Venser ticks up on Cloud Blazer. Kill Cloud Blazer, gain life. Venser's ability fizzles. We draw an island. Okay. I think we're going to have to Generous Gift Venser on our opponent's end step. I have a 7-mana board wipe I can spread across 2 turns. Do I, though? Was that intervention? Okay, opponent attacks for 2. We take 2 and go to 12. They play Fibblethip. Draw a card. Play an island. Oh, O-Ring the Artifact. Ooh. You know, you've got a point. I actually think that's the best move we can make. We're going to Hail Mary Generous Gift that. Because that's the only way we answer all of this stuff. We could Generous Gift Venser and prevent him from alting. But really, we just need to draw an untapped land. Untap. There it is. Kaboom! Orfeo, you're amazing. And we get back a dead Apocalypse Hydra. Whew! Alright. Opponent has a God Pharaoh's Gift, which is very, very distressing. We draw a Hero of Precinct 1, so we can play that. And Fight with Fire. Kill the Cloud Blazer. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Plains. They play Scholar of the Lost Trove. No legal targets. It's just a 5/5. Problem is my opponent gets to reanimate something huge. Fibblethip, and he's back for vengeance. Do I have to block this? I'd like to make a token, but this flies. Yep, I gotta block this. Elish Norn. Green, white, red, blue. Red, I guess. We have to play Red. We can't play Maelstrom Archangel. Make a 4/4 token. Pass the turn. Uh-oh. Yep. That's probably death. Opponent takes out our token, plays a Signet, Faith's Fetters, and that's the game. Well, damn. Alright. Colors of Mana really have not been a problem. I mean, they were there a little bit because we couldn't cast Maelstrom Archangel, but we still would have died to an opponent that had that much removal. Might want to increase lands. I have 17. I have 17 lands. That should be plenty. Like, that's enough, right? We curve out at like 5. He says, ignoring 3 7 drops. All right, that's a mulligan. That's also a mulligan. Our opponent kept 6. I will keep this. This is good. We're putting back Riku and irrigated farmland. Okay, opponent starts Forest. We draw Gired. Gired, whatever. Play Rootbound. Crag tapped. Pass the turn. They shock a breeding pool. Interesting. Why is everyone playing Fibblethip? So opponent draws a card with Fibblethip. We untap. We draw a Blood Crypt. So we're going to play a Blood Crypt tapped. Pass the turn. Next turn we can play Island, play Dryad, and play Scrubland. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. Interesting. We untap. Draw Erebos' Intervention. Play an Island. Play Dryad. Play Scrubland and pass. Okay. We just need to draw any land. Any land would be good. Specifically an untapped land, but any land would be good. Okay, my opponent does not attack. We draw O-Stone. So I'm just going to pass and hold up Erebos' Intervention. Opponent is flashing in Yeva, Nature's Herald. You may cast green creature spells as though they had flash. I think we gotta kill Reiki. Yeah, we gotta try and prevent our opponent from drawing so many cards. Alright. Opponent plays a tropical island. No blocks. Take 2, go to 18. Prophet of Krufix. That's a big deal. Apocalypse Hydra. Alright. I'm going to cast O-Stone. Opponent only has 3 cards in hand, and I did not see a lot of counterspell effects. Okay. Put it flashes in a Beast Whisperer. That's actually really scary. Prophet, Beast Whisperer. And creatures that draw cards. Oh my god. What was I thinking? I drafted 3 colors of mana too much. Kogla? Destroy? Oh, it fights a creature first. Okay. 2 mana, bounce a human, and it gains indestructible. Why are you a human? Why aren't you an elf like the rest of these creatures? Yeah, an opponent lived the dream. Holy hell. Misty Rainforest. Play it. Crack it. Get... Taiga and Volcanic are the only untapped lands. So we're going to get Taiga. Ugh. We're going to pass the turn, and if my opponent for some reason taps out, we'll activate O-Stone. But the plan is to activate it on their turn. It is an instant speed, yes. Opponent's going to go to combat, and they'll be able to pick up Prophet. But they're going to hit us for 7 down to 1. Tapping your lands is kind of difficult when they all tap for They didn't activate Kogla. Kogla. Opponent plays a Kiora. Oh my god. Fiery Confluence. So first, red, green, white, black, blue. Maelstrom Archangel. Pass the turn. They could have activated Kogla and put us at 1, and we would have been totally boned. Hydroid Krasis. X6. I call shenanigans. Alright, untap. We draw Hero of Precinct 1. Am I really on blocking duty? Oh my god, I am, aren't I? Alright, green, red, white, 2 other colors. Your red, make a 4/4. Pass the turn, and this is the saddest Maelstrom Archangel that has ever existed. When it plays an island, opponent plays Geigen, so they get to reanimate a creature. And then draw. They mill Mystic Snake, which I guess is good they couldn't cast at any point. I don't think we can answer this Krasis. Or this Geigen. Those are huge problems. Opponent attacks us for 6. We can take 6 once. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna do it. We'll take 6, go to 2. Opponent untaps Krasis. That's fair. Beast Within, killing Gired. That goes like half my plan. In fact, like all of it, really. Yeah. Alright. Look at it this way, at least now you know the format better. Orfeo, the voice of sanity and positivity. Thank you. Of course. We learned something. We learned Kano is pretty bad at limited magic, and we learned the format. So, like, yeah, you're right. I just want to do one cool thing one time with this deck. Then I'm good to call this one quits, and we'll draft a real deck. Okay. You know what? I'm keeping. We got Field of the Dead. We have almost all of our other colors of mana. So start Field of the Dead. Pass the turn. That nonsense is the only reason I'm still playing this game at this point. Fair. I actually ran into, for tomorrow I've got a Tron League and a Budget Magic deck coming out. And I ran into a guy who actually had like a super negative attitude. He's like, "Oh my god, Tron always top decks the right cards, or can you draw any better than that?" And I'm like, dude, if the game is like this much not fun for you, you probably should not be playing. We'll play Misty. Go to combat, attack for 2. Take our opponent to 18. Fetch with Misty. We'll get a Taiga. Play Dryad. And Blood Crypt tapped. Alright, we are a color away from playing Chromanticore. Opponent plays a Wavebreak Hippocamp. Who shouldn't be playing? Oh, a guy that I played against in a league. He got very, very salty. And it was just like, dude, if the game is not fun for you, then don't play the game. Like, I understand that Tron is very consistent, but like, it's built to be consistent, and Wizards has not banned the pieces for, you know, forever. Like, if they were if it was truly imbalanced, they would do something about it. Because they have access to a wealth of data from Magic Online that, you know, you and I don't. We'll play Rootbound Crag. Go to combat. We're going to attack our opponent for 4. We might lose out on a token off of Chromanticore here. But hit our opponent down to 10. Okay, red, green, white, blue, black. Chromanticore. Mega token. We did it. No! Damn it. You and your Mystic Snake shenanigans. Opponent. I was casting something fun. You specifically cast a spell that said no fun allowed. You know, I shouldn't complain. I play Smallpox. Yeah, I have absolutely no right to complain. We did it! 5 mana 1/1. Take 3. We'll go to 16. So opponent gets to untap all their lands. And then untap all their lands again. We draw Apocalypse Hydra. We can Earthquake most of the things on the board away. That might actually be worth it, because Prophet is a pretty high value target. We would lose out on our hero and our 1/1 to do that. I guess we can attack with them first. We might be able to Earthquake for a smaller value. I don't know. Nothing more Kano than that needs to be the stream title. Fair. That is fair. Oh, cool. Now I can Earthquake X1 and kill both of them. Red. Red. I'm still going to Earthquake X3. Slightly better than a Scornful Egotist. Oh, yeah, man, we beat him. That was a 5 mana 1/1, not an 8 mana 1/1. Counter target artifact or creature spell. This is not an artifact or creature spell. I mean, had we done it for 4, we would have killed Dryad too, but... When it attacks for 5, takes us to 8. Okay. Opponent untaps all their lands. We draw a Zagoth Triome, which I am going to play. We'll cast an Apocalypse Hydra. Alright. Pass the turn. We are a land away from casting Nexus of Fate, which will actually win us the game if we do. For Voracious Great Shark, I actually might double block it. 1 damage to any target. Actually, that could kill our opponent. My opponent cycles a Migration Path, plays an island, they still have mana floating. They waste their mana. Alright, I'm calling your bluff. I'm not blocking. We go to 3. Opponent untaps. We untap. We draw Maelstrom Archangel. Go to combat. Attack for 5. Opponent takes 5. Do they lose? Beast Within. Oh, you jerk. Oh, do we do this or do we cast Maelstrom? We cast Maelstrom Archangel. Oh. Alright, hit our opponent to 5. Black, blue, white, green, red. All right. Pass the turn. They go to combat. Attack with the shark. Block. All right, we won a game. We did it. 5 mana, 1/1, 2 strong. All right. Yeah, no adjustments. We're just running back. It's not like I have a sideboard for this deck. You kidding me? Alrighty. It is absolutely the lesson we should be taking away from that game. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to keep this. This is the most lands and colors of lands we've had yet, and I honestly think that's going to be good. Opponent starts Forest. They don't have a turn 1 play. Our turn 1 play is 3 colors of mana. Fantastic. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent plays an island. That's a little different. Bloom Tender is a little bit better. We do draw a Fiery Confluence. We only have 1 red mana currently, I think. No, we have 2 red mana. Awesome. So, play a farmland tapped, pass the turn. So we can absolutely generous gift one of their lands and then wipe the board with Fiery Confluence. That's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, opponent plays a forest. And they play a Beast Whisperer. We will play Blooming Marsh. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Fibblethip. So they draw a card. They make a Fibblethip. They draw a card. Bloom Tender now taps for 2 mana. Opponent plays a Satyr Wayfinder. Sure, they draw a card. They reveal Kogla, Mystic Snake, Beast Within, and Frilled Mystic. They put no cards into their hand. Okay. I mean, presumably they should be attacking. But they're not. So we will generously take one of their islands and give them an elephant. Generously. We untap. We draw a Firemind Vessel, but now it is time to blow up the world. Red, red, white, black, Fiery Confluence, wipe the board. I was going to say, don't you dare have a remand off that Bloom Tender. I would be very upset. Okay, opponent plays an island. Passes. We draw Blood Crypt. So my opponent, Mystic Snake and Frilled Mystic are in the grave, so we should be safe to play whatever here. I'm going to play a Blood Crypt tapped and play Ralzeric. Tap an island, untap Volcanic. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Djinn of Wishes. We untap. We draw Taiga. Unfortunately, Ral Zarek is probably biting the dust. So play Riku. Play Rootbound Crag. Tap Jin. Untap Volcanic. Free Firemind's Vessel. I mean, yeah, we could have made it very close to free. Opponent plays Karuga, the Macro Sage, and draws 1 card. He really couldn't count himself. That would have made his ability too strong. How's the dream going? Not great. Ral hits any permanent. Tap target permanent, then untap a target permanent. Field of the Dead. We can make zombies. So... yeah, it does. Tap Karuga. Untap Vessel. Go to combat. Attack our opponent for 2. Hey, at least we're making a zombie every turn, right? We lived the Field of the Dead dream. Field of the Dead dream. Yeah, my dreams are dead. Oh, for a second there, I was really terrified because I thought my opponent was wishing. Now they activate the ability of Djinn of Wishes and reveal Glade Muse. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, that player draws a card. Okay. They attack Ral. They attack Ral. Alright, then Ral dies. We untap. We draw O-Stone, which really is not that bad of an answer here. Go to combat. Attack with all creatures our opponent. Opponent takes 4. They do not block. We're going to just blow up the world now because we want to play another land and make a creature. There we go. Field of the Dead doing work. Opponent plays a land. Wilderness Wreck. Opponent has so much mana. We untap. We draw Maelstrom Archangel. Play an island, make a zombie. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Hit our opponent to 12. Red, white, black, blue, green. Play Maelstrom Archangel. Pass the turn. Opponent's got nothing. They drew something. Rashmi, Eternity's Crafter. We untap. We draw Misty. Go to combat. Attack our opponent for 9. Opponent blocks. Kills a zombie. We have nothing to cast for Maelstrom Archangel. Play Misty. Make a zombie. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. And concedes. We did it! We won a match! Mission accomplished. We're guaranteed half of our entry fee. Perfect. All right. Round 3. Here we go. These are bad lands right now. Yeah, I gotta mulligan that. We're on the draw. Hopefully we get a better hand. Okay. Alright, I can work with this, maybe. This taps for white, yeah? Alright, cool. I will keep... I'm gonna put back hero. We're gonna try playing the control role this game. Opponent starts Scoured Barrens. We draw Scrubland. Temple of Epiphany, we'll go Scrying. Blessed Alliance, I suspect we're not going to need. Did I palm the vessel? Oh yeah, you know me, using my programmer powers for evil. I feel like I'd be a very rich man if I could do that. Play Raugrin Triome, pass the turn. Opponent's playing Shelldock Isle. That's only slightly intimidating. My luck is they'll play Mill, which is not even an archetype. Alright, we untap. We draw Generous Gift. So, pass the turn, leave up Generous Gift. One plays Volcanic. Signet. And they pass. We untap. They only have 3 cards left in their hand. Play Volcanic Island, and let's go with Firemind Vessel. Pass the turn. Next turn we can cast Elishnorn, or I'm pretty sure we can cast Inspired Ultimatum. Because we'll have 3 red, 2 white, and 2 blue. Yeah. What's happening now? No! Don't put that in top of my deck! That was barely English, I'm sorry. Alright, play Blood Crypt, tapped. Shouldn't have done that. Actually, should have played the Zagoth Triome. Took me too long to process what I drew. Ralzeric, fun. Play Zagoth Triome. Blue, red, whatever, Ralzeric. Complicate. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. It also has cycling. Alright, well, we can't pay for that. Things got complicated. Ah! Anyway. Opponent plays an Arcane Sanctum. We untap. We draw Firemind Vessel. So we play it. No, no! Stop. Whatever you're doing, just stop. That sucks so much. I needed that mana, opponent. Play your last card in hand, and it better be a creature that also dies to Rolling Earthquake. Alright, Blooming Marsh. Play Blooming Marsh, pass the turn. When it goes to combat, attacks for 5. Generously turn their shark into an elephant. Generously. Opponent plays an Oblivion Stone. And we draw a Field of the Dead. We cannot cast Inspired Ultimatum. We could do blue, red, 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 blue, white, and we would be missing there. So I'm going to play Field of the Dead, get a zombie, and play Elish Norn. This should make my opponent crack Oblivion Stone, which will take them off of 2 of their own mana. Oh, they put a fate counter on the elephant, do they? Alright, we untap. We draw Fight with Fire. So go to combat. Attack for 8. Opponent takes 8. So we're going to Rolling Earthquake X3. Because that'll kill the elephant. This is 9 to cast. Kicker 6, cost 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. 1 more mana and we just fight with fire and kill them. This opponent is going to crack O-Stone here and attempt to stay alive. They lose their signets. Okay, they untap. They play Kaya. Gaining life is illegal. Each opponent discards a card and you draw a card. We're going to discard the one we can't play. Okay. They did not use the gain life mode. Come on, let me draw an untapped land. Opponent cycles his Censor. Censor could have saved them. Play Scalding Tarn, get a zombie. Crack Scalding Tarn. No! I clicked the island! Ugh! I clicked the island. I did not click the irrigated farmland. Alright. Well. If they make us discard again, I guess we lose. I don't have that much trouble picking, even when I'm playing Battle of Wits, and the cards are like 1 pixel tall. That is some garbage. I love Moto's interface. It is the best designed program. Oh man, it's not my birthday, but it feels like it. It's not my birthday, Orfeo. It's not my birthday. I am obligated to respond. I've seen enough on YouTube doesn't mean it's not beautiful. Ugh. I got rid of my fight with fire. The jerk. These zombies better kill them. No, don't cast spells. What is this? There's a battlefield. Choose a player at random. That player exiles an instant and sorcery card from their graveyard. You may cast that without paying its mana cost. What? Okay. Well, they got rid of a zombie. We draw a Dryad. Oh, you're gonna Shelldock Isle Emmercool? Oh, it's just a Karmic Guide. No worries. What does that mean? Voracious Great Shark? I think so. Oh, it has protection from black. Wonderful. Yeah, no. I've seen enough of that shenanigans. Can we hijack a draft? What do you mean? Oh, chat drafts for me? Joest, Six Sigma, Orfeo, anybody else who's in the chat? Does a chat draft sound fun to you guys? Make me pilot whatever abomination you guys draft? Sideboard into mono red. I'll keep this. We've got 3 lands. We can gamble for a 4th. So start Triome, pass the turn. We don't have that many early drops, so we'll save Temple for like when we want to start drawing cards we can actually cast. Okay. Temple. Dryad on top. Pass the turn. Yes, however, just don't plan on winning. Alright, alright. I would be down for a chat draft if you guys want to do a chat draft. Opponent plays a Signet. We untap and draw Dryad. Unfortunately, we don't have another land to play, but that's also my fault. Play Dryad, fix all our colors. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Exotic Orchard. Prismatic Lens. Okay. We get a Triome. So go to combat. Attack for 2. We're forcing Storm. Alright, play Savai Triome. Gamble. I'm gonna take... I guess City of Brass. And City of Brass is, is what we discard. Oh boy, pass the turn. I love entombing a City of Brass. That's exactly what I meant to do. Galaxy Brain plays. Oh wow, okay. And my opponent has excellent removal. Alright. We'll put an Apocalypse Hydra down on 2. Oh, that's actually really brutal. I gotta hope that Fight with Fire kills that. When it hits us for 6, we go to 13. We draw a card we can't play. No! Stop casting spells! Yeah, that's gonna be game. This deck wasn't gonna be good, but we still won a round with it. And that's all that matters. Vona? Alright. We're conceding. Alright. We're gonna do a chat draft. I don't have enough play points, so hang on. You gotta stare at my ugly face for a moment. Yeah, there were a decent number of spells that do destroy lands. Moto. Take my money, please. Okay. There we go. All right. So Live the Dream Cube, Phantom Draft, Chat Draft. Challenge is get one win. Well, if I could win with that last deck, I could win with a fishbowl. So let's see. We have 5 people in chat. Six Sigma, Jawest, Orfeo, T-Rex are the only people who've been active. Anybody else is, of course, welcome if you are listening. I'm going to open the pack. You're welcome to type the name of any card you see. And first 1 to 3 votes, because we currently have 5 viewers, first 1 to 3 votes wins. Alternatively, if 2 are tied, I will be the tiebreaker. If nobody picks anything, as there is indecision or filibustering happening, we go with the auto pick. Thanks, T-Rex, for the Twitch Prime sub. Much appreciated. You're a wonderful human being, and I greatly appreciate your support. Alright, guys. What you see is what you get. We got Chromatic Lantern, the Abzan Triome, Pelucranos, Elish Norn, Felden, Niv Mizzet, Pyromancer's Goggles, Fallen Shinobi, Giver of Runes, Living Death, Mind Shrieker, Rootbound Crag, Supreme Will, Sir Conrad, and Lanoir Visionary. Six Sigma, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Much appreciated, sir. You are a wonderful human being, and I appreciate your support. Alright, guys. You got a minute. Vote for your cards now. T-Rex says Mind Shrieker. Six Sigma says Norn. Jawest, do you have any interest in this? And, of course, Orfeo. And anyone else. Alright, that's 2 votes for Mind Shrieker. Alright. Mind Shrieker it is. Pack 2, we've got Voracious Great Shark, Unbound Flourishing, Beast Whisperer, Bruna, Expansion Explosion, Flayer of the Hatebound, Mangara of Karandor. That's land destruction. Sarkhan's Unsealing, Sisay, Weatherlight Captain, Tundra, Vraska's Contempt, Angrath's Rampage, Plaguecrafter, or Wayfarer's Bauble. Please cast your votes. We have one vote for Unbound Flourishing. Contempt, 1 vote for Contempt. 1 vote for Unbound Flourishing, 1 vote for... I keep saying boat. That's 2 votes for Contempt. Contempt it is. Alrighty. Doom Whisperer, Fetid Pools, Genesis Hydra, Midnight Clock, Parallel Lives, Firemind Vessel, Spectral Sailor, Spite Bellows, Stormwild, Caprador. Why is that in this format? Faithless Looting, Girl Signet, Murderous Compulsion, or Winding Way. In the event that I do not get votes in time, we go with the auto picks. So it's 1 vote for Fetid Pools, the Doom Whisperer, and Looting. That is 3 separate votes. Ooh. So I guess I'll be the tiebreaker here. Oh, he changed his vote. Pools. Pools it is. You guys are too polite when chat drafts are supposed to be chaos. No, I'm kidding. You guys are wonderful. We've got Combustible Gearhulk, Mindstone, Empowered Auto Generator, Etrata the Silencer, Heartless Summoning, Hinterland Harbor, Rite of Replication, Beast Within, Brain Maggot, Censor, Savage Lands, and Shredded Sails. That is 1 vote for Etrata. 2 votes for Etrata. So we're probably going with Etrata. Replication for opponent's creatures. I would get behind that, but we had 2 votes for Etrata. So Etrata it is. I don't want this draft to take all night, so I am going to like cut it off early after the people who are consistently voting vote. But anybody who comes in is welcome to vote, obviously. Or maybe not obviously, but we need to meme. And Etrata is not memeing? Are you kidding me? What are we voting for? We're voting for what card Kano has to play to draft. This is a chat draft, Jawest. Apparently, Mill. We have Rada, Heir of Keld, Temporal Trespass, Chandra's Ignition, Doomed Artisan, Nightmare Shepherd, Runescarred Demon, Scattered Grove, Spitting Image, Treasure Map, Arcane Sanctum, and Wilderness Reclamation. 1 vote for Trespass, 1 vote for Map, 1 vote for Temporal, and a second vote for Map. Treasure Map it is. This is stressful. Is it? I've got a feeling this is kind of fun. I feel like I'm channeling my father's inner auctioneer. So we have Heavengull Lich, Maelstrom Nexus, Sarah, Teferi, Underrealm Lich, Avacyn's Judgment, Dualcaster Mage, Kessig, Shriekmaw, and Bonder's Ornament. Only even? We've got 2 votes for Teferi, 1 vote for Lich. I respect the Lich vote. Looks like we're gonna go to Fairy. Alright. Next pack, we've got Recruiter, Jared, Aether Spouts, Chaos Warp, Glint Sleeve Siphoner, Grenzo, Omnispell Adept, Vivian's Arcbow, and Heartless Act. Down for only even? Oh no. Abstain? Okay. Glint Sleeve? It's 1 vote for Glint Sleeve. 1 vote for the Doomblade. Alright, that's a tied vote. I'll pick it last second if there are no other votes here. My tiebreaker vote is for Glint Sleeve. Alright, Glint Sleeve it is. We got Vanifar, Alesha, Entrapment Maneuver, Field of the Dead, Thunderblust, Kitesail Freebooter, Remand, and Blink. Oh. Okay, 1 vote for Freebooter, 1 vote for Remand. 2 votes for Remand. Remand it is. We have Felden, Niv Mizzet, Pyromancer's Goggles, Giver of Runes, Living Death, Rootbound Crag, and Sir Conrad. Got 1 vote for Conrad. Nothing. A vote for nothing. No even. Crag because it's even. All right, that's 3 separate votes. I will be taking Sir Conrad if there is no other votes. Oh, you told me too late. I got the message as it was like at 0. Sorry, guys. I am only human. I have human reflexes. I have intoxicated human reflexes. No worries, I know. I'm not streaming with a delay, so... We've got Expansion Explosion, Falayer of the Hatebound, Mangara of Condor, or Corondor, Sisei, Ingress Rampage, and Plaguecrafter. 2 votes for Rampage. Sounds like we're playing Rampage. Alright, Doom Whisperer, Stormwild Caprador, Faithless Looting, Murderous Compulsion, or Winding Way. One vote for Looting. 1 vote for Compulsion. Second vote for Compulsion. Murderous Compulsion it is. Alright, we got Heartless Summoning, Brain Maggot, Censor. And Shredded Sails, of course. I guess you could make me play Shredded Sails. You're going to have to be quick, because we got not that many seconds. A vote for Censor, a vote for Heartless. Alright, Censor it is. Temporal Trespass, which is an 11-cost card. Doomed Artisan or Runescarred Demon. Aha! They're all odd cost. What are you going to do? A vote for Trespass. A vote for Trespass. Alright. Havengull Lich or Kessig Wolf Run? Wolf Run. And our force is Grenzo Dungeon Warden. Alright, pack number 2. We have Extinction Event, Offspring's Revenge, Ral, Storm Conduit, Yorian, Arid Mesa, Commit to Memory, Isereth the Awakener, Night of Autumn, Lumbering Falls, Neab Dreadhorde Champion, Conclave Naturalist, Orzhov Signet, Sundering Growth, Thraben Inspector, and Thrill of Possibility. That's 2 votes for Extinction Event. So I guess we're taking Extinction Event. Six Sigma abstains from voting. Alright. Double Vision, Raugrin Triome, Steam Vents, Terror of the Peaks, Expropriate, Kaya, Riku, Star of Extinction, Sun Titan, Ink Eyes, Precursor Golem, Pull from Tomorrow, Rock's Faith Mender, and Briarhorn. That is 1 vote for Vents. 1 vote for Pull and another vote for Vents. Steam Vents wins. Alright, we got Yidaro, Wandering Monster, Finale, Apocalypse Hydra, Dragon Skull Summit, Puppeteer Click, Regal Caracal, Righteous Confluence, Spell Swindle, Thada Adele, Grab the Reins, Viscapa Guildmage, Rakdos Signet, and Ransack the Lab. We can go Grixis. We might not have enough. Signet, Ransack the Lab, Summit, or Signet. Sounds like we're going with the Signet. That's 2 votes for Signet. 3 votes for Signet. Signet it is. If this is a fun thing for you guys, if this is popular, I will write a bot and a program to make chat drafts easier. The rules, T-Rex, where you guys pick the cards, I play with them. That's the rules. I am not purposefully committing to odd or even, or putting any further restriction. You guys pick the cards and I play them. We got Elspeth, Sun Champion, Mana Confluence, Dracuseth, Progenitor Mimic, Reiki, Rurik Thar, Scholar of the Lost Trove, Warstorm Surge, Street Wraith, Wall of Omens, Tragic Slip, and Scoured Barrens. It is unanimous for Mana Confluence. Alright, we've got Temple Garden, Angel of Sanctions, Naeb the Eternal, Rakdos Showstopper, Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, Anointed Procession, Conjurer's Closet, Fibblethip, Galta, Mizzix's Mastery, and Ephemerate. Rakdos. Alright, that's 2 votes for Rakdos. Alright. Rakdos it is. We got Blood Crypt, Bone Crusher, Rankle, Charming Prince, Dig Through Time, Erebos' Intervention, Ignite the Future, Kolagon's Command, Electrolyze, and Commune with the Gods. That's 2 votes for Crypt immediately. Blood Crypt it is. We've got Prophet of Krufix, Bloom Tender, not Blood Tender. Prophet of Krufix, Bloom Tender, Corpse Augur, Crystalline Crawler, Hero, Rolling Earthquake, Crumbling Necropolis, Migration Path, and Whirlwind Denial. That's 1 vote for Necropolis. Two votes, 3 votes. Necropolis wins in a unanimous vote. We have See the Truth, Green Warden, Ilharg, Exotic Orchard, Martial Coup, Mimic Vat, Woodland Cemetery, and Golgari Signet. Signet, Exotic, and Truth. Alright, it's currently tied. That means if I had to pick, I would probably take See the Truth. Yeah, I think I would take See the Truth. Truth is select. Oh, Truth was the auto selection. That's true. All right, in the event of the tie. Oh, you meant card selection. That's fair. We have Offspring's Revenge, Rawl Storm Conduit, Naeb, Conclave, Naturalists, Orzhov Signet, Sundering Growth, and Thrill. Rawl and Signet. Alright, Rawl Storm Conduit wins. We have Double Vision, Terror of the Peaks, Expropriate, Star of Extinction, Rock's Faithmender, or Briarhorn. What is the deck doing? I don't know what the deck's doing. It kind of looks like Grixis-y stuff, like Grixis-y mid-range. I got 1 vote for Expropriate, 2 votes for Expropriate. Abstain until next pack. Alright, Six Sigma's not voting. It's between you, T-Rex, and you, Orfeo. We've got Finale, Puppeteer Click, Regal Caracal, Righteous Confluence, and Vizcapa Guildmage. T-Rex says abstain. Take the white card. There's 3 white cards. I'll take the cat. Cats are cool. We've got Drakuseth, Warstorm Surge, Street Wraith, and Wall of Omens. I guess Warstorm Surge is technically an even card, if that matters to you guys. It matters to T-Rex. Six Sigma says LMFAO white card. Alright, we got Naeb the Eternal, or Mizzix's Mastery, or Galta. Mastery, Wastery. Okay. Dig Through Time and Ignite the Future. Dig Through Time was the auto pick. And Corpse Augur is our force. Final pack. Wormcoil, Canyon Slough, Deadeye Navigator, Godpharaoh's Gift, Insidious Will, Praetor's Grasp, Ronus' Last Stand, Squee, Verge Rangers, Voice of Resurgence, Abrade, Mire Triton, Nyxweaver, Reclamation Sage, and Valorous Stance. One for the worm, one for Slough. Worm because mana is fine. Alright, that's 2 votes for Worm. Worm Coil Engine it is. Alright, we got Lighthouse Chronologist, Lyra Dawnbringer, Yarok, Asylum Visitor, Austere Command, Bayou, Dismissive Pyromancer, Kaya's Guile, Thassa's Intervention, Whip of Erebos, Garrick's Uprising, Seed Guardian, Fiery Temper, and Selesnia's Signet. Intervention or Visitor? Intervention. It's 2 votes for Intervention. 3 votes for Intervention. Okay. Keep in mind, we only have 9 creatures. Overgrown Tomb, Chromanticore, Nicol Bolas, Ravager Worm, Sheoldred Whispering One, Wingmate Rock, Birthing Pod, Electro Dominance, Glade Muse, Idol of Oblivion, Search for Escanta, Snapcaster Mage, and Surly Badgersaur. That's 2 votes for 3 votes for Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage it is. Alright, Gear Hulk. There's your creature. We got Gear Hulk, Finale of Eternity, Garrick, Shadowborn Demon, Vona, Gamble, Reflecting Pool, Stuffy Doll, Swans of Bryn Argyle, Thief of Sanity, Volcanic Island, and Orum's Thunder. 1, 2, 3 votes for Gear Hulk. Alright. I don't actually think... Well, Snapcaster Mage is amazing with See the Truth. Yeah, there's just some creatures. You guys are hysterical. Alright. Blackblade Reforged, Ketria Triumph, Finale of Glory, Maelstrom Archangel, Tristani, Embodiment of Agnes, Rick's Body Reveler, Searing Wind, Sower of Temptation, Underground Sea, or Despise. That's a vote for Underground Sea. A vote for Sower. Okay. And another vote for Sower. So Sower of Temptation. Alright. Alright. Godless Shrine, Jaya Ballard, Collective Brutality, Honored Hydra, Karlov of the Ghost Council, Tomb Robber, Generous Gift, Hedron Archive, Pyrohemia, and Izzet Signet. That's a vote for Brutality, a second vote for Brutal. Alright, it seems like all 3 of you... We're gonna go Brutality. Alright, Temple of Epiphany, Anji Falconwrath, Temporal Mastery, Blasphemous Act, Blooming Marsh, Gin of Wishes, Heartpiercer, Manticore, Key to the City, or Blessed Alliance. What does this card even do? Oh, it flings, okay. Temporal Mastery, Temple, and Temple. Miracle is even. I would take it, but you got outvoted there. Temple of Epiphany it is. Okay, Murderous Rider, Endray's Forerunners, Glinthorn Buccaneer, Nikia of the Old Ways, Revelark, Sulphur Falls, Heirloom Blade, and Skull Prophet. Vote for Falls. Second vote for Falls. Looks like we're going Falls. Total on Rider is even, so Rider. Yeah, 3 and 3. We're making spells castable. Fair. I actually like the fact that you guys have gotten me a pretty good mana base. I'm glad that you weren't voting for, like, oh, pick Kessigwolk run, and then the 5 mana card, and then, yeah. Alright, we got God Pharaoh's Gift, Ronus's Last Stand, Squee, Goblin Nabob, Abraid, Mire Triton, Nyx Weaver, and Valorous Stance. 2 votes for Triton. Seems like we're... And a vote for Abraid. Triton it is. Okay, Asylum Visitor, Dismissive Pyromancer, Kaya's Guile, Whip of Erebos, Garrick's Uprising, or Fiery Temper. Whip. 1 vote for Whip. A vote for Pyromancer, and a vote for Visitor. So the vote is tied. Given my choice, I think here I would take... I think I would take Asylum Visitor. No, Whip is too strong. So, I'll take Whip. I get to be the tiebreaker. Okay, Overgrown Tomb, Wingmate Rock, Glade Muse, Idol of Oblivion, or Search for Iskanta. What do we whip, though? Torrential Gear Hulk. You know, after pitching it off of Collective Brutality. Iskanta? Search. Okay. Search for Iskanta. Alright, Shadowborn Demon, Vona, Gamble, or Swans? White card? What white card? Alright, Swans it is. We got Blackblade, Embodiment of Agonies, or Despise. Alright, that's a vote for Blackblade. Tomb Robber and Pyrohemia. I guess Pyrohemia because it's even and it's Grixis colors. Alright. And our final force is Anji Falconwrath. Whew. Well, that was a battle. Alright. Let's take the lands out for a second. Group creatures separately. We're not playing the white card. I think you guys did good. I think the only odd-numbered cards that you got were these 4. These are the 4 odd mana cost cards you guys picked. Or were forced. I know Anji was a force, and I think Temporal might have been. Alright. Sort by converted mana cost. Let's see, group creatures separately. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Alright, we're gonna take out... Yeah, no, you guys don't have to contribute to the deck building. I'll figure this out. Thanks. Alright. We're gonna drop Warstorm Surge. Mizzix's Mastery out. Blackblade Reforged out. You don't have to touch this, you've done enough. Exactly. Okay, we've got... We need to cut 5 cards. Grenzo, odds are, is not going to do that much almost ever. Like, its high side is amazing. Oh yeah, Swans actually has to come out. Swans can just lose us the game. What does Corpse Augur do? When it dies, draw X card and lose X life, where X is the number of creature cards in target player's graveyard. Alright, that's actually kind of useful. Swans? Swans is a 4/3. It's a 4/3 flyer. It's just... Swans Pyrohemia. Oh. Oh, Swans Pyrohemia. I'm keeping it in for that alone. That's amazing. I didn't even think about that. It is double red, though, and we should probably be cutting red, because we only have, like, 3 cards that are remotely red. Pyrohemia, though, is a good, good board wipe. That is true. Corpse Augur might be my worst creature. I don't want to cut too many more creatures, though, is the problem. I think Murderous Compulsion is probably our worst removal spell, so that's coming out. We have Rampage, Brutality, Contempt, Extinction Event, Pyrohemia. Like, those are all fantastic. Dig Through Time might actually be too expensive. We have one mana cycler, and other than that, I think it's too derpy. Like, don't get me wrong, it's amazing if we could ever Gear Hulk it, but that's, like, gotta be magical Christmas land. Like, See the Truth, casting that out of the grave with Snapcaster is the ideal, right? Yeah. Okay. We gotta cut 2 cards. They should be non-creatures as well. This cube is magical Christmas land on deck. I mean, you're not wrong, right? How's our curve looking? It goes from 2 to 4 to 6. We have Treasure Map and Rakdos Signet, which is quite nice. Cut Thassa's Intervention? Yeah. I mean, at worst, it's like a convolute, kind of. You gotta pay 4 mana to draw 2 cards. I think we've got enough other good stuff. And then... Nah, man. Pyrohemia is staying. Pyrohemia Swans. It's gonna be great. Pyrohemia is our board wipe. Maybe we cut... No, Mire Triton has Death Touch. I was gonna say, maybe we cut... We could cut Etrata. She's actually not that unreasonable. She's really just janky removal that makes your opponent lose 3 life. Yeah, Etrata is technically a win con. Looking at this deck, I think our worst card... Ral is actually not bad. I like Whip. We got Teferi, we've got Collective Brutality, and we have... there's another card. We have like Self-Mill, we have Mind Shrieker and stuff. I think Whip is fantastic. The static ability text of your creatures have lifelink, I think, is good enough on Whip alone. But the fact that you can reanimate stuff is amazing. Because, like, could you imagine whipping back Rakdos? That would be some shenanigans. It's only for a turn? Yeah, but it gives them haste, and they have lifelink. Versus an aggro deck, like Whip just wins. No, Rampage is good. I'm gonna cut Corpse Augur. Cut quick. Am I missing something? Or are you just trying to tell me to go faster? Yeah, I'll cut Corpse Augur. Alright. Blood Crypt, Necropolis, Fetid Pools, Mana Confluence, Steam Vents, Sulphur Falls, Temple of Epiphany. Alright. Alright, I'll try and go fast. Let's do this. T-Rex, if you miss it, this stream VOD will be up on YouTube. And considering the chat draft, I might cut that part out, run it through the editor, and make that a video for the day. I don't like uploading the same content twice, but I feel like if I cut that down, because that was, like you said, kind of stressful, and there was a lot of pausing, I can do that, if people are cool with that. Alright. Yay, now we died a Void Winnower. Alrighty. Well, good luck to have fun to you too. Keep. Opponent starts Bloodstained Mire. We start Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Opponent corrects Bloodstained Mire, finds a Badlands. Promote after match? What do you mean by that? Sorry. I'm running on minimum brain power here. Aren't we playing event? What is happening? Right. Promote channel? Oh, okay, yeah. So opponent took our collective brutality with their collective brutality. We're going to play a swamp and play Search for Iskanto. Much appreciated, Six Sigma. Alright. Search for Iskanto finds us a swamp. We do want a second one for Vraska's Contempt, but we're going to mill. We need cards in the grave to make Iskanto better. Play a mountain, pass the turn. Okay, opponent plays a Dragon Skull Summit. We untap, search for Iskanto. Finds us a Fetid Pools. We do want another black source. Opponent's on control. Yeah. I'm going to mill Fetid Pools. We have enough lands for now, and we'll hit other black sources eventually. Alright. Play Mountain. Our opponent does not have blue mana. We'll play Rawl. Rawl gets a lot of loyalty very quickly. So, scry with Rawl. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. It's actually pretty tempting. Glint Sleeve can actually draw us additional cards, so... It's also an evasive creature. Which means we're not milling it with Search for Iskanto. I think this is better than your 5-color Madness? Yeah, no, I agree. Grixis only even. Opponent's Cathartic Reunion, Dual Caster Mage. Oh my god. That is so many spells. Opponent just drew 6 cards. Okay, Search for Iskanto. We are not milling. Glint Sleeve Siphoner, if I can speak. Uptick Rawl. Sulfur Falls to the bottom. Play an island. So we can play Ingress Rampage, or we can play Glint Sleeve. We can play Glint Sleeve and then just like Ambush Viper with Snapcaster if we want to block. I think that's fair. Playing Glint Sleeve Siphoner now lets us draw a card in a couple of turns, which will be nice. Especially after my opponent just reloaded as heavy as he did. I'd like to hold on to Ingress Rampage or Vraska's Contempt until we can downtick Rawl prior. Because that way we can answer 2 of our opponent's threats and start to gain advantage out of our spells, basically. Okay, opponent's going to pick up Murderous Rider and kill Siphoner. Alright, that sucks. Like, a lot. Because they're just going to kill Rawl. Yeah, alright. Rawl down. When it goes to combat attacks, Flash in Snapcaster, target Brutality, and block. This way, if we mill off of Search for Kanto, we can flip it. Yeah, I will mill See the Truth. It is unfortunate that our way to get it back out of the grave is no longer there. We cannot Gear Hulk it because it's not an instant. In fact, we have no instants in our grave at all right now. So, go ahead and pass the turn. Opponent plays a Freebooter. Okay. Sure. You can take Contempt or you can take Rampage. Can't actually cast Contempt at the moment. They take Contempt. They play a Swamp. And they play Wildfire Devils. I can't see the truth. It's a sorcery, and Torrential Gear Hulk is only instants. They target themselves, and they're going to Brutality. So they get to Duress away our Angrath's Rampage. Yeah, bye-bye hand. Do we make a 5-6, or do we go as Kantaing? My opponent likely has a lot of removal. I think we Gear Hulk, though. Like, it's no value, but we need something on the board. There's Swans. Go to combat. Attack. No problem. Thanks for stopping by, T-Rex. It was good to have you. Play birds. They hit Fiery Confluence. So they destroy Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay. They play Seasoned Pyromancer. They discard 2 lands and draw 2 cards. We might get them with the self-mill off of Swans. That'd be hilarious. When it plays a swamp, at least 2 swamps. And they play Liliana Death's Majesty. Okay. We untap, we get a Sower of Temptation. We can't steal anything of any real value. I guess we could take Wildfire Devils. It does make things a little awkward for our opponent. Attack our opponent. Opponent no blocks. Play Sower. Take Wildfire Devils. Yeah, we do. It's enter the battlefield and at your upkeep. Opponent attacks. We'll take 4. Rakdos the Showstopper. Well, we got to keep Sower and Wildfire Devils, which is actually amazing. Kind of sad we lost the Swans, though. If the trigger happens and it hits our opponent, they have to exile Kolaghan's command. And if it hits us, we have a lot of options. 3 mana, they cast Murderous Rider, okay? So it hits us. So target player sacks an artifact, a creature, or a planeswalker. See the Truth. We can Collective Brutality, kill Kitesail Freebooter. We can See the Truth, draw 3 cards. And we cast it without paying its mana cost. I think we See the Truth, because if we can get our own Rakdos, we just, like, win. Yeah. Let's do that. Cast from an unknown zone. I should get all 3 of these, right? Why am I not getting all 3 of these? Copy that card. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. If this spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put each of those cards in your hand instead. Hey, wait a minute. I should get all these cards. Moto. So Rakdos is really bad because my opponent has a lot of demons and devils. We're going to take Wormcoil. I can't believe that's such garbage. We were supposed to draw cards, and we did not. Play Wormcoil Engine. Pass the turn. They're attacking us for 10. Yeah, no blocks. We go to 2. Opponent reanimates Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, so they get to discard the 2 cards in their hand. Took a bit of learning to go from casting 5 mana 1/1s to casting free Ancestral Recalls, but Moto hates us. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have changed the outcome of that game, but like... Oh, whatever. Alright. Next game. Are we making any adjustments here? I don't actually think we can or do. I think we're set up pretty much as good as we can be right now. I bet you that's the first time that interaction has ever actually happened on Moto. It's the live the dream. The dream is more important than the win. Alright, we'll play first. I really like black mana, but I can't really turn down lands and spells. Alright, start island, pass the turn. Opponent plays a swamp. We draw Pyrohemia, play a mountain, and pass. Opponent plays a Rakdos Signet. Yeah, we're just gonna ambush Viper. Play a mountain. It's too good to be true, or other words, in your dreams. Alright. Beat down, pass the turn, leave up Remand. Opponent plays a Badlands. 4 mana, they play Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Remand. Get an island. Untap. We draw a Rakdos Signet. So play an island. Play Rakdos Signet. And we're going to duress our opponent, see what's going on over here. They have Price of Fame, Kolaghan's Command, and their own Collective Brutality. I think we take Kolaghan's Command. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Alright. Opponent. I don't know where a good place to put this is. There. We do have the combo. Swan's Pyrohemia. Neither of which can be duressed by our opponent's Collective Brutality. Opponent plays Chandra. Ticks up Chandra and hits a Mythos of Nethroi. We untap. We draw Mana Confluence. Play Mana Confluence. Play Swans. Go to combat. Hit Chandra. Pass the turn. Problem is Price of Fame. That can kill Swans. Okay, opponent duresses, takes extinction event. Opponent draws 4. Yeah, that would actually really suck. They could draw 4 and then they could kill it. Oh, actually, they'd have to tick up to do that. Yeah, they add red. They're going to do that. Price of Fame, they kill swans and surveil. Oh, they didn't... Chain Lightning. Pay red. Oh, we can't! I left up the wrong mana. We can only leave up black-red. Ugh. Alright. We get a Trotta. Play a Trotta. Pass the turn. Our opponent has a Nightmare Shepherd. They tick up Chandra. They exile. Alright, they play Liliana. And they make a zombie. Okay. We draw Torrential Gearhulk, which we can use to hit Remand. So, go to combat. We're going to hit Chandra. Pass the turn, and we're going to leave up Torrential Remand. This needs to go away. Alright. Opponent adds red mana. Swift End. Okay. Swift End resolves. Because otherwise they would just Swift End our bigger creature. Now they cast Murderous Rider. Flash Gearhulk. Hit Remand. Remand Murderous Rider. Like, I know they're just going to do it again next turn. They reanimate Devils. We can give them Collective Brutality or Extinction Event. They can have Collective Brutality. Okay, they duress us. Do I want the draw that bad? Kind of. Alright. Shockblood Crypt. Play Pyrohemia. Red. Red. Go to combat. Kill Liliana. Pass the turn. That was basically the end goal, was to kill one of the planeswalkers. This also makes my opponent abstain from playing a creature. If my opponent wants to swift end Gearhulk, they can. But then they have to not play a creature, basically, or we get Pyrohemia still. Opponent chooses not to cast Brain Maggot. Okay. Untap. Play Necropolis, search for Azcanta, pass the turn. And now my opponent has an active Planeswalker and damage, and we don't. Opponent ticks up for mana. They play Seasoned Pyromancer. They discard Kitesail Freebooter and Asylum Visitor. Wow, okay. Well, I regret not having that Pyrohemia now. Okay. When it draws a card and loses 1 life. We're going to mill Censor. Transform Search. We draw Angrath's Rampage. Activate Search. Completely whiff. So we have to make them sack a Planeswalker? Because even if we make them sack a creature, we just die, I think. It was damage either way, so... Probably shouldn't have done that last Pyrohemia activation. Yup. I shouldn't have. So had I not done that and my opponent not had extra damage, we would have drawn See the Truth, and we would have seen these 4 cards off of Azcanta, but that wouldn't have done it. These cards off of See the Truth, but we wouldn't have been able to play Wormcoil at that point. Sad days. Alright. Moving on to round 2. We have a map and a Mind Shrieker. I think this is fine. We'll keep. We're on the draw. Opponent starts Mountain and immediately taps it. Very strange. Play Island. Pass the turn. I want to, but I am running out of steam and fast. Okay, opponent cycles Udaro. Do I have water? Am I getting a little hoarse? I should probably get some water. Oh, I have my Gatorade. Much better. Play Sulfur Falls. So our options are map, sensor, or... No, no worries. I appreciate the concern. I don't know why my opponent keeps tapping all their mana like that, and at this point I'm too scared to ask. I'm going to play Mana Confluence, and we'll pass. We could just Collective Brutality them and figure out what's going on, but we're going to wait for a bit here. I want the ability to censor at least one turn here. Map will be good. We can start adjusting our top decks to see if we can get some untapped lands. Shaman of the Great Hunt. Yeah. I'm tempted to take the hit because that dies to Collective Brutality. No, it doesn't, because whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, it gets a 1/1 counter. We gotta censor. I'm glad I figured that out. Okay, map. Snapcaster bottom. Untap. Upkeep. Mire Triton bottom. We get to see the truth. I guess I should have cast that. For some reason I thought I was still holding Censor. I'm sorry, everybody. I should have cast a spell there, and I did not. Opponent plays Obosh, the Prey Piercer. And my only thought is, oh my god, why? Yeah, flip map. Remand to the bottom. And we're going to cast a Worm Coil. My opponent only has 3 cards in hand, and we really, really need a blocker. Especially one that has lifelink. If we block, we do lose Worm Coil because Obosh will deal double damage. My opponent would need like a Bolt and then some other kind of burn spell to take care of the Death Touch token, though. Wildfire Devils. Exile nothing with it. Okay. We draw Steam Vents. Let's go ahead and try Seeing the Truth. Guess I'll take a Swamp, rest to the bottom. Play Swamp. We're going to 2 mode. Actually, we're going to 3 mode. We are going to kill, drain, and duress. Gonna pitch Steam Vents. Oh, I guess I only did 2 mode. Alright. Well, attack for 6. And play a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Pass the turn. Opponent's top decking only lands. Volcanic Eruption deals 4 damage, divided as you choose. Okay, we get hit for a lot. We draw Vraska's Contempt, which is a huge boon here. Hit them for 6, take them to 6. Play Mind Shrieker. Pass the turn. Boros Reckoner. Okay. Okay, they hit us for a bunch. And we have the removal spell. All right. We won a game. I think I'm going to bring in Murderous Compulsion. Just because it's going to be slightly more interaction. I feel like it's probably better than... I mean, it's... I think in the average case, going to be better than Censor. But... I think I'm going to play it over See the Truth. See the Truth being a sorcery is just not great here. I can't just take a turn off to cast See the Truth. We need to be interacting as much as possible. Collective Brutality I think is fine. We should hit most of our land drops here. We have double black, we have double blue, we have double red. We're going to cycle this Fetid Pools probably. So I actually think this is fine despite being a little action light. Our opponent did mulligan to 6, which is good news for us. Okay, they start Mountain. We draw Ingrass Rampage, which is great. We can remove something that has more than 2 toughness that way. Opponent plays a Generator Servant. That is going to get terminated with extreme prejudice. Let's go 3 modes. Duress, Kill, Drain. We're going to pitch Island. And... Mountain. The only double red card we have is Pyrohemia. No instants or sorceries. Wow, that sucks a lot. Yep. Okay. Pass the turn. The good news is Angrass Rampage can kill Bone Crusher Giant without targeting it, so we don't lose any extra life there. Opponent Arid Mesas to fetch a mountain and thin their deck. Down comes the Giant. We draw Vraska's Contempt. That's how we deal with Wildfire Devils. So, play Swamp. Target player sacrifices a creature. Cool. Opponent plays a Mountain and a Wildfire Devils. You can have an Angrass Rampage. Okay, we draw Murderous Compulsion. Play an island. We'll go ahead and just Vraska's Contempt now. Pretty much no reason to save that. Don't want my opponent getting any extra value. If they selected us again, they could hit Collective Brutality, and that would have been a free drain. Consistency of our curve means we don't really need the 5th land. That's true. Alright, I'm going to play Mire Triton. We mill Sulphur Falls and Swamp. I could play this. I think I'd rather cycle it. Okay, opponent Chain Lightnings. Okay. We're going to take one big hit from Naeb here, but my opponent only has 1 card, which means they can loot 1 card away. They don't. They don't loot anything away. Alright, cycle. We get a mountain, untap. Teferi. Play a mountain. I think we just compulsion here. Pass the turn. Teferi's great, but I think my opponent is running out of steam. Thunderblust? 5 mana, 7/2 haste. Okay. We get a Gear Hulk, but we do not have anything to get value out of it. Discard an island, pass the turn. Okay. Opponent's turn. They play Obosh. That's lethal. They have lethal right now. Except we can phase it out. So, I mean... Attack Teferi, they attack us. Yeah, we gotta phase that out. Okay, we basically need to hit a land here, an untapped one. Plus Teferi, discard Censor, play an island. Pass the turn. Okay, Thunderblast phases back in. They go to combat. Loot with Teferi. Discard Snapcaster. They attack. Torrential Gear Hulk. Gonna hit Vraska's Contempt. Opponent does have a Lightning Bolt. That is a frightening amount of damage. Yeah, we still got to take out the single creature that would be lethal. We gain 2. We're going to take 6. Down to 10. Untap. Come on, Wormcoil. Okay, Crumbling Necropolis. Uptick. Discard Necropolis. Play Temple. Scry. Glint Sleeve Siphoner, I think is going to be too slow. Pass the turn. Opponent Thrill of Possibility, discarding Alesha. They play a land. They go to combat. Hi, T-Rex, how's it going? They attack Teferi? Well, phase it out. We untap. We draw a Signet, so loot. Pyrohemia is not great. It could technically kill smaller things. We lost round 1. I'm actually going to loot away Pyrohemia. We already discarded Snap. Whip. Whip acquired. Oh gosh, that's lethal. Extinction Event. Extinction Event! Exile each creature with odd converted mana cost. Whew. Crisis averted. Want to play a Pyromancer's Goggles and a land? We draw Swans. Play Whip. Pass the turn. Oh, man. No! Dude! Opponent top decked Fiery Confluence and duplicated it off the goggles to deal 12 damage. God, this game is so easy. This game is hard. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, game 3. Apparently, my opponent has a lot to think about while they're sideboarding. Grumble, grumble, smile. Yeah. You know, I think I smile more on stream than I do at any other part of my day. Um, Even if I get grumbly and I get a little bit upset, I have more fun doing this than most things. And this is usually a highlight of my day. Even a bad stream is usually a good one for me. All right. Only one land versus mono red. We have tons of action, but we need to hit a second land, and there's no guarantee. We got a mulligan. Okay, this, on the other hand, is a lot better. Unfortunately, all of our spells require black mana. I'm gonna keep. We're gonna put back Mire Triton. Well, right now I'm having more fun with this, and the draft for this deck was really fun. So we'll start Steam Vents tapped. Pass the turn. Not a fan of Tron, but your energy makes it bearable. I'm glad to hear that. I know, like, my traditional viewer base does not enjoy Tron, but there has been a massive influx of people to the channel, basically thanks to the fact that I've been playing Tron. Alright, I need black mana right now. Okay, haha, funny game. I meant untapped black mana. You like my what? Sorry. Alright, we'll mill our opponent and attack. We milled a mountain. Got him. Oh, you like my limited. Okay, yes. Yes, I understand now. Hey, no, I'm gonna do what I like to do and what I feel like is best for my channel. Um, I do like to please as many people as I can, especially the people who have the good graces to actually come when I stream, who can make it and actually talk and interact with me. I really appreciate it. Um, I've had streams where literally nobody has shown up, and I've streamed for however long, and it's not been great. But like, I really, really enjoy streaming. So our opponent did not use the haste on that creature, or they got it after the fact, I guess. We're going to play Search. Hit them for 1. But I want you guys to know that, like, I'm really happy that you guys show up and talk to me. You guys are always a ton of fun. You come up with a bunch of great jokes. You always make me laugh. It's a good time. Even if I get a little salty and grumbly, it's still a good time. My opponent just looted away Pyromancer's Goggles and Chandra's Ignition. Alright, there's the big, giant, horrible thing. Oh, okay. No, we're not putting Extinction Event in our graveyard. We're just going to get rid of the odd CMC things. Oh, that's 4 mana Naeb. You know, for some reason, I thought it was 5 mana Naeb. It's almost like those sets blur together in my mind because of how close they were in Standard. Well. Okay. So our opponent is going to get in for 6. We're going to take a lot. Ingress Rampage, unfortunately, is not targeted. We don't have double black for Vraska's Contempt. Opponent discarded Alesha, who smiles at death. And they got a Boros Reckoner. We mill an island. Can we actually win at all? We can. We have to draw Murderous Compulsion. Glintsleeve Siphoner won't do it. You can activate on blocks and pray. If I do that, do I mill myself or do I mill my opponent? Target opponent sacks a creature. They sack the Is It thing. I think we mill our opponent because of how many 4 and 5 drops they have. Opponent plays a land, goes to combat. Attacks. We have to block here. We have to mill something big on our opponent to stay alive. We milled a mountain. Well, Mind Shrieker, I appreciate the effort. You did a good job. Unfortunately, it was not what we needed to win. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and play the final match of this league. I wanted to play Modern, but I got wrapped up in doing this draft with you guys. Yeah, Trample. And I've got Modern content coming out on the YouTube channel tomorrow. There is a Green Tron video going up at noon, and then there is a budget 8-rack video going up at 1 o'clock. Both of those are Mountain Time, so that would be 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time, respectively. Is tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow's Thursday. So Friday, the stream VOD for this video will go up. At 1 o'clock after the noon video release. I haven't decided on what that's going to be yet. Unfortunately, the Boros Slivers Supreme Draft is going to be the last one because this cube took the spot of Supreme Draft, and I did not get the chance to record any more Supreme Draft before I had to do other stuff. Okay, well, we can't keep a no-lander. I said we can't keep a no-lander, deck. I'm talking to you. I'm asking you respectively. Respectfully, not respectively. That doesn't make any sense. I'm asking you respectfully. Please, I need a hand with lands in it. Do memes in a different thing like draft? Yeah, it's fun. When you, I do a lot of that when I play Vintage Cube. Meming in Vintage Cube is really fun. Because, like, you can do powerful things while doing something silly. Alright, down to 5. Haha, very funny deck. You know what? I'm going to keep it. We're going to put back Worm Coil Engine, and we're going to put back Whip. Start Fetid Pools, pass the turn. Just need a land. If we can get this Glint Sleeve Siphoner down, we might be able to help draw ourselves out of this mulligan. My opponent's playing Bolts, though. That's probably not going to happen. Alright, Signet is almost a land. I need a land deck. Okay, opponent is playing blue-white-red Azor's Gateway. We draw an island. We gotta go Siphoner here. Pass the turn. I know Signet is tempting, but if we can draw extra cards, we basically need to. Okay, opponent plays a tap land. Passes. We can't pay for Siphoner's ability. We draw Sower. So, go to combat. Who needs a curve when you have a wall of bears? That needs to be an actual wall. Give me a, like, 2-mana 6/6, and it's just like 3 bears going Hulk mode in a door frame. Just call it Wall of Bears. I want that in the art, and I want that to be an official Magic card. Alright. Attack for 2 with Menace. Opponent goes to 18. And we are going to cast Signet. Okay, opponent Azor's Gateway. Loots. You know, I really actually tried to make this a legitimate Modern deck. Like, it's interesting, too. Immediately before Lotus... not Lotus Veil. The other one. The one with Hexproof that just came out. Anyway, immediately before the Twiddlestorm deck became a thing, I built Twiddlestorm with Azor's Gateway, and it was terrible. It was fun, but it was terrible. Play Sulfur Falls. We are going to duress our opponent. Actually, we're going to do it like this. Duress. I probably should have attacked first in case their only instant is something they can play, and oh my god. I don't think I can beat like any of those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. They can play Jengotha, Kenrith, Niv-Mizzet, Sisay, or Sorin. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is not looking good for our intrepid hero. We're going to go ahead and attack for 2. Okay. Opponent loots with the gateway. And get rid of Jingatha. Easily their weakest card. Okay, they loot with gateway again. Get rid of Kenrith. Play Sisay. We're going to flash in Snapcaster, basically for tempo purposes. And I'm going to Sower here. Take Sisay. Okay, attack for 4. Take our opponent to 12. So we know our opponent is holding Sorin and Niv Mizzet, both of which are kind of problematic for us. Niv Mizzet, we could at least name Odd and take out both of their creatures with Extinction Event. Sorin is a bigger problem for us to have to deal with. Rada, Heir of Keld. Okay. Plan still stands. We could Extinction Event naming Odd. We are going to draw an extra card. Ingress Rampage. I think we just make our opponent sack a creature and attack. It's not really that unreasonable. We could have made them sack an artifact, but we need to just remove blockers and flunge. Okay, opponent goes to 3. They loot with Azor's Gateway. Exiling Selvala. They have CMCs 2, 3, and 5. Okay, opponent plays Sorin, Grim Nemesis. Probably kill Sower of Temptation. They go up to 8. They play a Temple Garden untapped. That's ballsy. Okay, no Glint Sleeve Siphoner ability. Do we mill an island? Do we want an island? I think we want an island. Draw the island. Go to combat. Attack Sorin, attack our opponent. Okay. Sorin down. Play an island, pass the turn. Okay, opponent loots with Azor's Gateway. Alright. They exiled an 8 mana cost card. Nickel Bolas Planeswalker. All they have to do is pitch a land to it, and we're in trouble. Yep. Alright, they can tap for 9 mana off of that land. They play a Badlands. 9 red mana. Ravager Worm? We're going to have it fight and kill Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Okay. You know, I hope whatever else they cast is also an even converted mana cost card. Oh man, Gazella? And a Bloom Tender. We could hit for a ton. We will not mill a swamp. So the only way that we get out of this is with a very lucky Rakdos. Alright. Coin flip king, let's go. Flawless victory. Pass the turn. You got him, Rakdos. Took out everything important. Why does this give Death Touch and Lifelink? That's the problem. Okay, opponent plays Niv Mizzet Reborn. Opponent gets Rajmi, Karlov, Obosh in their hand. Oh, and Trostani. Wow. Okay. Moto feels bad for eating our recall. Yeah, not anymore. I guess Extinction Event on Odd handles most of this. I'm really surprised my opponent did not play Trostani first. Jared. Golgari Lich Lord. Oh. Fling. We got flunged. Alright. So that was game 1. Well, let's hope we do better in game 2. Alright, we'll play first. We have all of our colors. We have some good 2-drops to play. If we get 2 more lands, we have Teferi and Erebos, which are going to be fantastic. Hey Oz, how's it going? Also, still not my birthday. good to have you, buddy. Yeah, we were just about finishing up here. I was going to play Modern, but like this took a lot longer than I had anticipated. Every deck in this cube is a meme. Yeah, you know what? I see it. I think you're right. Alright, opponent starts Temple Garden tapped. We draw a Crumbling Necropolis, so play Crumbling Necropolis and pass. Opponent plays a Plains into a Bloom Tender. We draw Mana Confluence, so play Fetid Pools. Yeah, we're just gonna one mode this. Yeah, Oz, this was a chat draft. People got to vote on what cards they wanted me to pick, and it was a lot of fun. Orfeo, Six Sigma, and T-Rex, with a little bit of Joest influence, picked the cards we were playing. It was pretty fantastic. Alright, Teferi first. Uptick Teferi. I don't think we need Treasure Map at this point. Pass the turn. Yeah, the deck is fine. It was a good deck. I don't obviously they wanted to meme a little bit, so they picked the even converted mana cost cards in Grixis colors. So it wasn't like 100% optimal picks, but the deck they drafted was fine. I punted once pretty hard, and we've gotten a little bit unlucky. But other than that, like, the deck's fine, and the draft was a lot of fun. This is the Live the Dream cube. It's drafted by one of the, or it's created by one of the pros that Wizards has up their sleeve, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we loot. We get, all right, a Mire Triton's not bad. Play an island. Go ahead and play Mire Triton. We'll mill. Swans and Rahl Stormcaller. I want that island, and I want that Snapcaster Mage. I think I'm going to discard the Rakdos. Pass the turn. It is a fun cube. There's a lot of cards in here that I had to spend a lot of time reading, which is not normal for me at all. Okay, opponent plays Niv Mizzet Reborn. Rashmi's Eternity's Crafter also allows our opponent to cast Karlov. Oh, man. Rank 300, though. That's really impressive. Nice job. All right. No attacks from our opponent. Loot. Discard Mountain. Untap. We draw a Trotta. Play an island. Play a Trotta. Loot. Pitch Snapcaster. We're gonna play Glint Sleeve here. Okay, get an energy. Pass the turn. Obosh the Prey Piercer. They get Tristani. This is really gross. Oh, man. So much just happened, and I'm not okay with any of that. Alright, opponent goes to combat. They attack Teferi. So phase it out. We untap. We have 1 energy. Gear Hulk is good, but we don't have any instants yet. Loot with Teferi. Angrath's Rampage is good, but a little slow. We're going to pitch Gear Hulk. Go to combat. Attack with a Trotta. Couple matches of blue-white turns. No, I am sorry. Like I said, I wanted to play Modern, but I do not think I have the brain power. Red, black. Target player sacrifices a creature. Named Blink Moth. Something not right here. I think they had too many letters on that word. Oh, I should have played Whip first. That was actually a mistake. My bad. I could have gained 3 life. No worries. I will play that deck again soon. I really like blue-white turns. I've got some nasty memey things I want to do with it. There's some Isochron Scepter involved in its future, I believe. Phase out Niv Mizzet again. Yeah, if you had told me that 2 drafts was going to take 3.5 hours, I would have been like, you're nuts. But I didn't know what I was getting into, so. Opponent shocks a Hollowed Fountain. Oh, I still think it'll be competitive. So we can name even on Extinction Event. And take out the whole board here. We have no instance to hit with Gear Hulk. Loot with Teferi. Let's see what we hit here. Odds are it's a land. What are we putting on the Scepter? Silence. The deck already runs Silence. Sower of Temptation. There's a spell. Alright, we are going to whip back Rakdos. Possible their stuff dies and ours doesn't, but it's also possible our stuff dies and theirs doesn't. And that would not be great. Which means most of the time Serum Visions would be put on it looking for Silence. Except I can only take instants, so Opt. It would be putting Opt. Our opponent casts Advent of the Worm and Azor's Gateway. Alright, well, here's hoping that Rakdos kills the worm when it enters. And they populate. I'm kind of mad that phasing out tokens doesn't kill them anymore. Really? Hit them for 6. Gain 6. Pass the turn. Alright. Feel like that was a little dirty, but okay. One plays Gired, Conclave Exile. How is it my opponent has revealed an awesome spell every single time they've cast a spell off of Rashbi? That is disgusting. Alright. Opponent attacks us. I do not have Fall Guys, no. Alright, phase out Niv Mizzet. Take a lot to ferry down. Untap. Draw an island. Play an island. Extinction event. And name even. It only hits instants. Exhaustion is a sorcery. But yes, I agree. I mean, the fun thing to do is to put Boomerang on it. Just be like, you can't play any more lands. Ha ha ha. I think it is, actually. And that's death. We take an absurd amount of damage. Whip back Snapcaster. Snapcaster Extinction Event. Extinction Event. Go down to 1. Name Odd. Attack for 2 with lifelink. 1-0 lifetime record. Yeah. We played it exactly 1 match. Alright, opponent loots with Azor's Gateway. Puts a Triome underneath it. And plays a Rada, Heir of Keld. And a Voice. Resurgence and a land. Okay. We draw a Search for Iskanta. Oh, dang it. We're going to die to Rada. We have no instance we can whip back with Torrential. If we take control of anything with Sower, it gains lifelink, but it won't have haste. And I still owe you a Sultai playthrough. I have to be careful not to promise too many people too many more things. Because I'm already doing too much. Alright, we're just going to do this and play out Search for Iskanta and then take our wallop here. Alright, go to combat. Attack for 5. No, it's not that I don't want to. It's I do want to. I just like I used to be really good about keeping my promises, and now I am bad at it because I have made too many to try and keep all at once. So I have made an error in committing too much that I cannot deliver on at the moment. And that makes me feel bad. And the remedy to that is to carry through on as many things as I can that I have promised, um, begging forgiveness where I don't, and to not commit to too many more hard promises while that's happening. You know, I have a really understanding and fantastic chat. Let me tell you. Um, you are like the second person to have said something in that chat today that was like, no, man, you do you. Like, I feel like that deck was really awesome, and we did not do it justice. I am so sorry because you guys drafted that deck and it was sweet. We did do some cool stuff like whip back Snapcaster to play Extinction Event, hitting both odd and even that way. That was cool. But, alright, gentlemen. So, reminder tomorrow YouTube content. I have a Tron competitive league going up, a green Tron competitive league at noon. I have a budget 8-rack list going up at 1. I have not decided on what the content slot for Friday is going to be at noon, but at Friday at 1 p.m. the full VOD for this goes up. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are fantastic. If you've watched this stream and you're new to it, you haven't commented, and you haven't followed yet, please consider following the channel. It'd mean the world to me if you did. I try and do double content on days I upload Tron. It is to please the vocal minority and also to try and push myself just a little bit in that regard. Make a little more content that way. Good night, everybody. You're all wonderful people.